Guys, si Kersan Bilasa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 19 ng laro tayo ng Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut main campaign. So, tuloy natin yung game natin. Yung episode natin guys, natapos na natin yung mission dun sa yung trial natin dun sa mga pasaway na organisasyon na yun. So, tumanggi akong mag-join sa kanila. So, okay na. So, start natin it. Ganap na naman tayo ng job offer dito sa Cruise Bazaar. Kasi nga, pasaway yung na yun eh. Pasaway yung trial run na yun eh. Wala. Mga pasaway yung mga kasama natin sa party, tas pasaway yung organization mismo. So, wala rin. Tuloy natin. So, check mo natin yung progress ng Alice Fund. Kailangan pa rin natin ng 28.7 something. Shadowlands PBS. Post pay data. Meron ba tayo? Wala. Inbox for messages. No, wala. So, job offers. Completed jobs. Nga ba? Pending jobs available. Ito naman Mark 6 prototype. Answer's face swings onto the screen. Raquel's data. Here you will find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Schmidt. Schmidt, si yung sa yung nando sa tavern. Potential client. As you will see, the details of the job are a bit more vague than I would like, but the payout is quite substantial. So, ito na gagawin natin. Ilisa ayoko eh. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified, and I will make all necessary preparations for the run. One other thing, Herr Schmidt provided me with a device to assist you on the run. He calls it a little... Ay, nagawa na. Hindi, yun ba yun? Parang yun eh. Apparently, it can be used... Hindi, iba to. Compromise the power and security systems of the run site. If you opt to take the job, be sure to take it with you. Asa's image flickers then winks away. A moment later, a glowing blue text feed begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. Yes, greetings, Herr Ansel. I trust that this collection is secure. Naturally, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Call me Herr Schmidt. Ay, baka hindi siya. Very well, Herr Schmidt. You have some business for me? Indeed, I have a job for you for your team. A simple matter. Judging by what I have heard of your team, I imagine that they will be well suited to the task. Go on. The interests I represent have learned that AG Chemi Europa is working on a company-wide project, something very secret, very new. Reliable sources inform me that they're keeping a working prototype of this new venture at their Berlin facility. I see. And your employers wish us to acquire this prototype for them? Naturally. What is this project? If you want my team to grab the prototype for you, they'll need to know what they're looking for. I'm not at liberty to say. I can tell you that the prototype has been branded Mark 6. I can also tell you that your team will find it on the 25th floor of the Berlin facility, in the office of an Albrecht Haushofer. Further, I can assist your team in disabling building security and gaining access to the 24th floor. From there, however, they will be on their own. Such vagueness can be dangerous, Herr Schmidt. I will not commit my team to a run without a better understanding of what the job entails. Facing such dangers is the purpose of a Shadowrunner, Herr Ansel. Your team will be rewarded handsomely for their service. My employees have set aside 20,000 yuan for the job. Consider it hazard pay if you wish. Make it 25 million or look somewhere else. 22.5 million, final offer. Very well, I will pass your offer on to my team. Are there any further details that you can provide? Hashofer's office will be locked behind a vault door. The lock is old-fashioned, of the mechanical variety. I will provide your team with a copy of the key. I will also supply you with a little black box, a solid-state device that your team can use to override a variety of building systems. Your team will enter through the facility's underground garage. When your team has acquired the Mark 6, have them exit through the same garage. I will have a van there waiting to extract them. Thank you, Herr Schmidt. I will pass your offer on to our team. Good day, Herr Ansel. The text field disappears. A single line of text pops onto the center of the screen, taking its place. Accept job offer? Okay, accept natin to. Yung isa, hindi ko type eh. So ito, pwede to. Run accepted. Client notification sent. Little black box. You take the little black box from the desk and packet it before returning your attention to the screen. Pending active jobs, okay. Okay, walk away. Take the U-Bahn to HE Kemia Europa. Okay. Gawin natin to. Sandali. Examine muna natin tong DVD. Tingnan natin kung tapos na yung sunod na ano. Wala pa. Hindi pa nagagawa yung isang DVD. Tanong natin kay Mallet. Tatanong nga. Kumusta na yung pangatlong DVD? At the market for something exotic. What kind of tech do you... I need some tech. Wala na. I'm just browsing. Wala eh. Wala yung objective dun eh. So, ito na tayo sa U-Bahn. Where would you like to travel? Assemble the team and travel to the HE Kemia Europa facility to extract the Mark 6 prototype. So, kailangan ko ng 3. Ito na lang. Second ko si ano. Second ko si Iger. Tapos itong si Didrik. Tapos si Blitz. Kasi magiging lima tayo niyan bali dahil nga si Blitz may drone siya eh. Okay. You can still hire more runners. Do you want to continue? Yeah. Nawala si ano, teka. Teka, ulitin ko. Dali. Si Iger muna. Si Iger. Si Dietrich, tapos si Blitz. You're about to travel to the AG Chemi Europa facility. Continue? Yes. Tsaka ito, gusto ko tong run na to dahil yung mga kasama natin, mga talagang kakilala natin eh. Mark 6. Monolithic plastic. Monolithic plastic sterile. The Berlin office of AG Chemi Europa is all of these things and more. The worst qualities of modern corporate culture, all mixed into a toxic stew and sluiced into a single prefab office building. Thankfully, you shouldn't have to stay long. According to the intel that your client provided, this should be a simple smash and grab operation, and you've been given the tools to carry it out with a minimum of fuss. The Mark 6 prototype, whatever it is waiting for you on the 25th floor. It's time to go and get it. Okay. Start. Teka. Set up tayo ng gear. Bibigyan kita ng additional na recovery. Actually, okay na yan. Teka. Sige, tig-isa kayo. Isa sa'yo. Ay, hindi, wag na. Wag na lang. Wag na lang. Ako na, save ko na lang yan para sa akin. Actually, dapat sa kanya ko ibigay eh. Siya wala eh. There you go. Unspent karma. You have karma available to improve your character's attributes and skills. Open the karma screen. Wala naman akong mabibili sa 3 karma eh. Yung mga target kong skills nasagad na eh. Hindi man ako pwede mag drone control. Willpower. Reach the 20th floor. Shut down building security. Save muna natin. Interactable. Pintuan lang dito sa baba. Wala. Dito. May pintuan dito eh. Wala, sarado. Ba na yung nag-check para sigurado. Medical supplies. Shipping crate. Yun lang ba? Dalawa lang. Okay. Medical supplies. Okay, send item to stash. These crates have been sealed. The only visible markings are Project Atlas. Atlas ay ito sa Aegis. Sa tawag ito. Returns Aegis. Dito naman Atlas. Maintenance console. After a few moments of sifting through cables, you find a diagnostic connector with the right input to fit the little black box that Herschmidt gave you. Okay, plug in the little black box. The connector slips into the box with a satisfying click. A tiny red light set into the box's lid begins flashing. After a few seconds, it turns solid yellow, and then finally shifts to green. Shut down building security. At that instant, all of the lights in the storage turn off. A few seconds later, the emergency lighting kicks in. If what Schmidt told you was true, you've just killed the main power for most of the building. In theory, the box has also circumvented the security cameras on the building's upper floors. You should be able to intercept the camera feeds by tapping into an elevator console on the 24th floor. Handy little thing, alright? Team, let's go! Saan na ngayon? Sa baba. Dito, ito pala yung elevator, so okay. Eiger indicates a console built into the wall beside the elevator. This looks like the elevator console. The camera feeds should have been routed here. It only takes a moment to connect your PDA, and immediately visual feeds from all over the building begin to flood in. Alright now, let's find a way upstairs. Yeah, definitely a handy little toy. Now, I really want one. We're in, people. Let's move. Ito muna. So, kailangan kong kumonekta. Pintuan. So, wala tayo makita rito. So, okay. Kailangan jack in. Uy, bakit bumaba? Ano ba yan? Okay, nakalak dito. So, ayan, security camera. Security camera. Observation console, medical supplies, pick up note. Sige, dito muna tayo dumaan. Saan ang daan doon? So, baba muna tayo dito. Laboratory observation. Observation console. A warning light strobes out from the console at your approach. Large white letters shriek out against a red background. Warning: toxic containment detected. COC12 phosgene gas. Hazardous material override engaged. Laboratory entrances locked down. Hindi pwede pumasok pansamantala. Teka. Input command. Biotech 3. Search your memory for any information about COC12. Disengage lockdown. Purge laboratory air. Introduce gaseous agent to laboratory atmosphere. Access substance library. Walk away. So ito muna. Biotech 3. COC12 or phosgene is a valuable pharmaceutical component. In its gaseous form, it is both odorless and colorless and is extremely toxic. It can be neutralized with the introduction of gaseous ammonia. Introduce gaseous agent to laboratory atmosphere. Please input agent to introduce gaseous ammonia. Ano ba? Agent? Double M. Ayun, tumalab. Karma gain 2. So 5. Pwede ko mag-upgrade ng isa. Ay, hindi pa pwede. Nasa dialogue pa. Introducing ammonia gas to laboratory atmosphere. Input command. Disengage lockdown. Purge muna natin. Ay, teka, walk away sandali. Para magamit ko na yung susunod na ano. Save. Okay. Balikan natin yung ano. Approach the red warning blink. Red warnings blink out. Contamination neutralized. Atmosphere nominal. Purge laboratory air. Warning: this action will result in the venting of contaminants to exterior atmosphere. Level 5 authorization required. Okay. Wag naman na, teka. Purge laboratory. Disengage lockdown. No contaminants detected. Disengaging lockdown. 1 karma gain. Okay, so pwede na pumasok doon. Pasok tayo dito. Sign. Pasok na. Laboratory entrance. This computer is powered on, but in sleep mode. When the screen comes to life, you find a half-written text file on the screen. The timestamp on the most recent edit tells you that it was written just a few minutes ago. I didn't sleep last night. Doesn't look like I'm going to sleep tonight either. The last test batch failed. My fault. I got the mixture wrong. Sloppy work, Jansen. I can barely keep my eyes open. Got to try again though. No excuses in this office. I despised relying on stimulants, but I've got no choice. Got to keep going. Progress marches on. Starting a new batch. If Hershey's first pet isn't ready to be tested tomorrow, well, best not to think about that. Got to concentrate. Remember, lab safety. Keep alert, keep awake. One wrong move could spell disaster. Disaster. Glancing at the menu, it looks like there are log entries reaching back for 2 weeks. All of the entries are attributed to the same author, and none of them appear to be password protected. Okay, read the entry dated 2 weeks ago. The new formula arrived today. Formula 17. I swear, whoever named these things must have no imagination at all. Formula 17, honestly. Still, I can't wait to start working with it. From what I've read, early chemical trials were promising in the extreme. Amazingly potent this stuff, and increased potency means less frequent injections at a lower dosage. There's nothing not to like. Nabubula na aga. Despite my enthusiasm, there is still much to be done. Speeding up absorption rates is first on the list, and I have some concerns regarding the subject's immune reaction. Perhaps the formula could be tailored on a patient-by-patient basis. Last week, tailoring doses to individual patients has worked wonders. The key was taking a gene therapy-based approach. They've been using it in medicine for ages, so why not apply the same logic here? So in a nutshell, I've used the subject's own DNA to double their immune systems into believing that Formula 17 belongs in their bodies. Simple and effective. This approach has helped to increase the formula's absorption rate, as well as significantly reducing incidences of rejection. Unfortunately, it also rules out an easily mass-produced product, but I am convinced that the results will justify the additional costs. Read yesterday's entry. A week. He waits an entire week before telling me that tailoring the mixture is an unacceptable solution. Ano ba yan? And then he He tells me that the trials are to begin tomorrow. Ano ba yan? I have no time. And and guys Brecht's up and guy and guys Brecht's applying so much pressure that I can barely think. Bastard. Hushofer's probably threatening him. All of them can rot. Maybe now that Hushofer's playing hit the sheets with Gaisbracht's secretary, he'll learn to lighten up. We can only hope. Anyway, I have some new ideas to move forward with the formula. Admittedly, they're far-fetched, possibly even dangerous. But if I don't start producing some results, I get the feeling that it won't be my problems for much longer. Wish me luck, journal. It's science time. Okay. Reread the entry that was written today. Sandali lang guys. Ano na naman yung puan ko eh. Ayusin ko na sandali. Dali lang. Dali lang guys. Dali lang. I didn't sleep last night. Doesn't look like I'm going to sleep tonight either. The test batch failed. My fault. Okay. Nabasa na nga natin. Okay, walk away. Ano pa ba pwede ano yun? Body. Son lays dead beside a small pile of smashed glass, and a number of beakers have been knocked over on the nearby table. Pick up yan. Combat stick. Stash. Bibenta ko na lang yan. Ano ba? Medical supplies, tapos dalawa dito. Okay. Send sa stash. Tapos last one to. Note. On the counter is a note carefully transcribed in neat handwriting. The paper bears the letterhead of Senior Executive Leonard Stronberg. I'm still waiting for that report. When I said ASAP, I meant I needed it yesterday. Stay until you've completed the tests. Then leave the report on my desk. The door code is 5439. Do this tonight. I'll expect to see it waiting for me when I arrive tomorrow. Stronberg. Okay. 5439. Ayun na naman. So, tapos na tayo dito sa area na to. Tapos na. Ito naman tayo susunod. Data store records. Ito ba meron? Records terminal. Welcome to the AGC data library. Welcome to the AGC Data Library Archive, an employee record system. Enter search terms to begin. Search the archive. Ano pangalan? Respect. Executive level authorization required. Enter authorization code. Bypass the authorization code. Ito ba yun? $54.39. Authorization accepted. Welcome, Hirsch Thornburg. Mark 6 prototype data stored under Project Atlas heading. Redirecting inquiry. Project Atlas. Volumes of information begin to hit across the volumes of information begin to flit across the screen. A good half of what you're seeking has been reduced, and the rest is written in impossibly dense corpse speak. Access visual records. PP level authorization required. Do you wish to proceed? Okay, continue. Okay, hindi natin alam eh. Bypass na lang. Authorization accepted. Welcome, her house chauffeur. There are too many records here to start through quickly. A quick scan reveals the following details. The recordings of laboratory experiments on metahumans. Images of an extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed upon a large troll. Recordings of that same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe, and gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Okay, go back. The computer returns you to the main menu, to the menu screen. Okay. Go back na. You find yourself deposited back in the main menu. Huwag na. Akin na yan. Buti na lang meron tayong ability to hack. So next area naman. Teka. teka, anong oras na ba? Check ko lang, timer natin. Ay, malapit na pala yung time. End na muna natin dito guys. Saan ba tayo? Nandito tayo sa computer room, dito sa hall. So save na natin dito guys, mahaba-haba pa yan. Next episode na ulit. Guys, Keshan Velosa signing off. Next episode na ulit.